Okay, sorry about that. This is part two. So, picking up from where we left off, Andrew's brother Victor had invited him and Molly out as a peace offering to a Clipper game, and Andrew was saying, she should want to go because she said like one of the Clipper players could get it. So, Molly declined. She was like, she's not ready, which I think is crazy. You know, she's hobbling over these things in which, like the therapist was saying, you put a wall up and just shut people out. So she told Andrew to go, make it a boys night, have a good time. Issa is working on her next big event. We don't know what it is, but she's back with the girl from the block party, the executive assistant, and they're getting the ball moving on the next big function. So yeah, Lawrence ends up calling and he said the interview went well. And, he didn't say if he got an offer or not, but he has a good feeling about it. She told him that, she spoke to Molly, but it was like kikis and giggles. And that was pretty much it on that end. So Issa goes to help Nathan, and she's trying to practice, how to greet him because it's awkward because she done got back with Lawrence, and I don't know if we think she may was trying to rekindle something with Nathan. We wasn't sure, so she's trying to practice how she was saying how she was gonna say hey, and her greeting to him was real fake, and you can tell that she was feeling kind of weird. So she goes to try to, help him unpack boxes, and then she just flat out tells him that, she's getting back with, she's working things out with Lawrence, and he said, well, I hope it works out for you because he just seemed like he's a some type of dude, and things that dudes would say when they may be jealous or hating. So she was like, well, okay, he's sometime and you don't know him, but at least he don't up and disappear. And then Nathan kind of was taken back by it. He went on to say, he didn't disappear. He found out he was diagnosed as being bipolar, and it was a lot of stuff to unpack. And he was relieved that he knew something was wrong because he was depressed, but he was glad that he knew what the issue was, and he was able to unpack some stuff, and he realized who was the people that was in his life that made sense and who wasn't. He said, Issa was good people, and he wanted to have her in his life. So, she said thank you. She really Lisa was like, thank you. She really appreciate him, opening up to her and letting her know, that was going on. So they end up heading back to Andrew's spot to pick up the rest of the stuff. And Molly had bought food, and her and Andrew was gonna, make an evening of it. So they had so much food. They asked Nathan and Issa to stay, and they was like, Issa's like, I'm not really hungry. Then she said, yeah, I'm hungry as hell. And Nathan said, okay, yeah, me too. So they having a good conversation, good food, drinks, and Issa, was talking about a game, talking about her first apartment and some of the games they was playing. So they decided to play a game in which they would guess the celebrity, height. So they was talking about how tall is Bernie Sanders, how tall is who was this the girl they was talking about? I can't remember. Was it Stacey Dash or something? Was it Stacey Dash? I can't remember. But how tall that? So Molly is thinking she's texting Andrew and saying, see, I'm trying to make an effort with her, but she accidentally sent that text message to she accidentally sent that text message to Issa. So Issa is taken back by that text message and sends her a text message back saying, I don't think this was for me. So Molly, so she's like, yeah, you know what? I'm done. I'm going out of, I'm getting out of here. So she runs off, and then Molly takes off and try to talk to her. And she was just saying, you know, they needed to, talk, and then, Issa said, well, I was trying to reach out to talk to you so we can hash through the process and not just, fake our way through. And, Molly was like, yeah, that's what I thought. So, pretty much to sum it up, they had a small back and forth, and she's saying, who was it? Molly was saying maybe the new us are not fit for each other. So it was kind of weird, and you can see that Issa was hurt. She was fighting back the tears, and she fought back pretty well. But they were saying maybe their friendship is just not meant to be, which is disheartening because you've been with people for how long? Too long. I mean, yeah, it's like you just gotta somehow work that out. So and then Issa Uber pulls up and she takes off. So I really felt bad for Issa, and there was no resolve. There was no resolve. So I don't know we don't know how this gonna roll out. It might not roll out, but we know next week, I believe, is the final episode. So we got two extra episodes this season. But yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see how it rolls out. So that's it. That's all. Sorry about the camera cutting off. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. My book, The Real Deal: A Family's Guide to College, is out and is now available on Amazon. So check me out. If you're looking for my full name, it's Lisa Michelle Alliance. And the book is on Amazon. The price is $10. So pick up your copy today. They are now available. And yes, thank you for your continuous support. Peace out.